Hi everyone, welcome to the CBoom Show. I'm Chris.
I'm Peter.
I'm Alex.
What we're trying to do is help you make a pick, cover a spread, and win a ticket or two. First things first, shout out to our sponsors. Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium brings that flavor to your table. Absolutely delicious. I use it on everything. Kianna's Bake Shop. Absolute the best cookies around. I'm waiting for the cake though. I can't
Brings
wait.
that yum yum to your tum tum.
Exactly.
The best part of those two sponsors, both of them in the same place, Rexy St. Clair, go pick them up. Full meal for the family.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. And also Extreme G Gaming, located at Yonge and Eglinton inside Gamerama. Keep in mind, the new Xbox, the new PS5 are coming out. Go there for all your gaming needs, whether it's the new stuff, retro stuff, even if it's just a little Q&A with the guys. They're great guys. Go check it out. And yeah, so that being said, guys, a quick recap of what's going on in the sports world today. So in baseball, it's absolutely crazy. You've got Atlanta and Dodgers. The series is 3-1 for Atlanta. Crazy. I'm excited for that. That's
Anthopoulos, former Blue Jays manager, and I hated it when they got rid of him. But he rebuilt that team, and look where they are.
Look where they are, exactly. And then also right now, live game. The series is 3-2 Tampa, Houston. Houston's coming. They came back.
They're being pesky.
I was live betting this when it was 1-0 Tampa, and it's 5-1 now Houston. So that looks great for me.
Looked like Tampa was going to run away with it, but Houston is being... they must have the garbage cans out.
Good for them.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. All right, so then that's the baseball world. NBA, LeBron James wants a little bit more respect.
Oh, yeah, he always does.
It's yeah, he deserves it. He won.
He told the trophy, you were cheating on me for 4 years.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
He said to the trophy.
So yeah, it's
Finally got a little gold. Good for him.
a little gold.
Finally.
All right.
One time it was him. He was in the final, whether he was in Cleveland or in Miami for like 4 years in a row.
Finally.
Yeah.
All right. So
UFC last week, I want to point out, we have been spot on our underdogs for UFC for, I think, since we've started the show season again. We got Carlos Condit last week. We got Giga Chickadees on the undercard. I mean, you don't have to win every fight, but you pull these dogs back to back to back to back, you start seeing a trend. Guys.
it's yeah, UFC's been doing quite well for us. Yeah, I've been excited with that.
Yeah. Before we get to UFC this week, though, I do want to talk about a very unique opportunity in betting right now. League of Legends Worlds is going on. This is esports. To be honest, there are more people that watch this, and you have to go online to a specific site to watch it. It can't just be on TV. Than the NBA Finals combined, the Super Bowl. This thing sold out when it went to Toronto's Rogers Center. For 7 straight days, it was sold out. 7
Yeah, they sell
straight
at stadium,
days.
stadium.
It's crazy, and with esports, they've been able to play like the full season because it's easy. They don't have to be near each other. No contact is fairly fine. But the World's amazing opportunity coming up. Right now, we have I wanted to wait for this matchup to not be done before I voted. This weekend, you have Gen Z Gaming versus G2 Esports. Both of these are fairly close games. You can take either or. To win outright, both of these pay 26 times your money. On the other side, you've got Top Esports versus Fnatic. Top Esports is the favorite to win the whole tournament. They pay 2.4, and they're the favorite to win the whole tournament. The winner of these goes on to face... the winner of Gen Z versus Esports goes on to face Des Moines Gaming. Des Moines Gaming is known to choke. I do not think they're going to win this. So I think the winner of Gen Z and G2 Esports will move on. And then we're going to have Top Esports versus Sunning and Top Esports. The real money that I'm pointing out, the reason I gave that backstory, is because I think the final is going to be either Gen G Gaming or G2 Esports versus Top Esports. That's a chance to get 26 times your money. Right there. And you can take either Gen G or G2. Not to mention that during the games, if you want to go one-on-one, always stick with what I said before. We had phase neglect on. Bet on Barons. Bet hard. Bet on the objectives. But realistically, 26 times your money, you're not going to get better than that. I'd put even just a solid buck on both of them, you know? It's have fun. I think we're gonna see that in the final, Gen G or G2 versus Top Esports, and this is huge. This is what everybody's watching. I know it's not mainstream sports, but realistically, more people watch this than the NBA. More people watch this than NFL. There is more betting, more opportunities to win on this than there is in any other sport that I see. You got to go online to gamble on it, though.
All right. So that being said, with esports, let's talk about UFC before we get into NFL. But UFC, lots coming up, lots of opportunity.
Oh man, UFC this weekend is stacked. Again, I'm gonna probably hog the mic on this one, but UFC is Ortega versus the Korean Zombie. The Korean Zombie, for no reason, is a huge favorite, paying 1.5. Ortega pays 2.7. Ortega's better at grappling. He's better at submission. Their striking is almost on par.
The record
but
for those two is 14-1, 16-5. 14-1 for Ortega,
Like,
16-5 for the Zombie.
The Zombie is known to go in, put pressure, and take damage. You can only do that for so many fights. I think the Zombie's career doing that is done. Ortega has a lot of outs, and if the Zombie tries it, there will be a submission or two waiting. I take Ortega, another underdog at 2.7.
I like Ortega all day. There's a lot of hype to this fight, too. I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 months ago. They were talking about fighting, and it was something in the stands involving Jay Parks. He's I think he's a Korean musician / manager. He was there with the Korean Zombie. The Korean Zombie went to the washroom. Brian
and then he started
called
talking.
him some names or whatever, walked over and slapped Jay Parks. So Korean Zombie was quite upset with that, obviously. Ortega was, a little bit out of line. He's not a fighter. He's a rapper, manager, whatever.
One of our biggest viewers, Chrissy, loves the Zombie. He doesn't get the odds either. He thinks records don't matter, but he loves the Zombie.
Look, man, I feel you. I love the Zombie. I personally thought he was going to be much bigger than he became. I just don't feel his style is suitable for UFC anymore. With the top-level competition we're seeing, Ortega knows
how much
he's going to
damage
have
he
pressure.
took to Max Holloway.
And you're
And he
taking
stood up,
Ortega
like-
for the odds. Right?
I'm taking Ortega.
It pays.
I think Ortega wins this. I don't think...
I would have taken Ortega
even if he is a favorite.
I don't like taking anything under 1.45 because, it's not really worth it. But I would have taken Ortega at 1.45.
Yeah, I think Ortega just wins this fight. I like the Zombie a lot, trust me. And yeah, like you say, the odds don't make sense here. Ortega that high of an underdog, take him all day.
It'll be interesting. I'll
Who's
watch
the next
that
one you like on this card?
The next one, super sleeper, Antigulov versus Grisham.
Antigula. Sounds like Caligula.
Yeah, this guy is a
I'm
beast.
not going to go there.
He pays 3.75. Antigulov versus Grisham. Now, honestly, I'm going to take Antigulov because I like the odds on that, and I really don't think that the fight's that far apart.
3.75?
3.75. I think you're going to see Antigulov by knockout. Like, to me, that one's just
That'd be even bigger odds.
the mind-blowing part to me. I just don't understand that. And this should be a much closer fight. This should be like 1.8 to 2. Instead, it's 1.28 to 3.75. Antigulov, 3.75 all day. But if I had to pick one or the other, I'm going to say my lock is on Ortega versus Zombie. But I think Antigulov's still going to win that fight. Watch. I'm going to parlay that with a few.
Yeah. Also on this card, James Krauss and Claudia Silva.
Yes, Silva.
I like this fight a lot. James Krauss is a favorite at 1.62. Silva's 2.3. James Krauss has a lot more experience. However, the record's 27-9, where Silva's coming in 14-1. I think experience plays a factor here. I like Krauss, and
I think Krauss is a good fighter. To be honest, if you look at that record, like C said over here, C2 said, it's not... Records don't matter. Krauss's losses, if you look at his recent losses, they're short notice fights. Like, he took a fight on less than a day's notice. Literally, I think it was 6 hours before the fight. And he lost.
Pretty good.
And he lost by split decision. So one of the refs gave it to, or one of the judges gave it to him. So, I mean, he's a good fighter with time to prep. Absolutely, you could take Krauss in this fight. Next week, though. Week at...
Conor McGregor. Oh, no, that's January. Sorry.
all right,
He's back.
Next week, though, you wanted to talk about it.
Khabib and Gage. Yeah, that's going to be a great fight. The odds are coming in at 1. come in. They've adjusted slightly, but it's right now sitting at 1.3 for Khabib and 3.4 for Gaethje. The records are 28-0 for Khabib and 22-2 for Gaethje. I like Gaethje so much.
Really? When I watch Khabib, he's a monster.
He's a monster, but so is Gaethje.
No, he's
on
not.
the ground.
All over.
Okay.
I take.
He's got, other than Khabib, he's got the next best wrestling, and he doesn't.
No,
use
he
it.
doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Yeah, he does. Wait till
No,
this fight.
and he hasn't practiced it. Like, there's no.
He doesn't need to.
I'm gonna give this to Khabib all day.
No.
I think Michael Chandler said it best. Sure, Gaethje stands a puncher's chance, but if you bet against Khabib, you're just insane.
I don't even watch a lot of UFC, but what I do watch, Khabib just a monster.
Like the only fighter I think that actually has a chance.
But also keep in mind, I did pick the exact winning spread of the Super Bowl.
True, but that doesn't really translate into UFC picks.
The picture didn't happen.
On that same
You
card,
did.
on that same card, actually a surprising fight. If you take a look at our videos, I called this a few weeks ago. Cannonier versus Whitaker. Cannonier was an underdog. Now he's a favorite. Guys, these odds change. I called Cannonier over Whitaker weeks ago. As soon as they mentioned that fight, I was like, this is the underdog to take Cannonier. He's now the favorite. That's how much odds change. Get them while they're good.
We talked about it on the show.
Yeah. I talked it on the show a couple weeks ago. Speaking of which,
didn't you get it at 3?
I got Cannonier at 2.4.
Okay, yeah.
It's now at 1.8. He drops 0.6.
Yep.
Speaking of which, Derek Lewis, Curtis Blades, guys. Derek Lewis was paying 3.85 last week. He's at 3.4, and this fight doesn't happen until November. These odds will not be around forever. I know it's a wait, but tie it in with a few things here and there, and just wait it out. You could have a big win with some big cash outs.
Our resident fan expert Chrissy's on the fence with that one. He says it's going to be a good fight, a really good fight.
Oh, that's going to be an amazing fight regardless, but Cannonier, I think, is highly underrated. I think people stumbled onto Whitaker's game, and that's about it. Like, Cannonier hasn't taken the damage that Whitaker has. I give it to Cannonier, but I would have taken him. I took him as an underdog. I wish I had still had cards with him on it.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So that. Any more for UFC?
That's it for UFC.
All right. So that wraps up our UFC. All right.
What about Conor McGregor?
Well, that's in January.
Right.
I like McGregor.
Oh, well, I don't know, but
McGregor over Poirier? Yeah. Like, come on, really?
Yeah, and McGregor already donated $500,000 to Poirier's charity and all this nice stuff. It's gonna be a great fight.
What is
big
this,
money,
Christy, telling me us Poirier? Poirier's not going to win that fight. Or Poirier, hell no. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Because McGregor's going to win that fight. Poirier didn't even want a piece of...
the question is who's going to pay for it?
All the
Not
fans.
I.
All right, so that's enough of UFC for now. Guys, time for the major opportunity. Time to win some money, just like we do. Here we go. What is it, week 6? Week 5?
Week 6, I think.
Yeah, week 6 of the NFL. Game 1.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Game
Those
1.
guys
Houston
robots.
at Tennessee. I love this matchup. I love this game. Houston's
hate
coming
them
in
too.
1-4, and Tennessee's 4-0. However, upset of the week, Houston all day, regardless of the spread. Take it at a -2, -3. It's going to be a great game. I know, I like Houston a lot.
I think Houston maybe wins one more for the old man, Romeo Cornell. He was in Cleveland Cincinnati last year as an assistant. Cleveland before that. But they're going to win one for the Gipper again, maybe.
Just one
So
for the
we
Gipper.
like Houston. That's our underdog of the week, right?
It's an underdog of the week, but it's not a key game.
And also a possible tie in Pro Line, but we'll go over that after.
Exactly. All right, the next game, you've got Baltimore at Philly. The spread's coming in for Baltimore -8. It's going to be a great game. Personally, I'm adjusting this to -12. The record for them is 4-1 and 1-3.
Baltimore, when they win big. I think their last few wins, they won by at least 14 points. And Philly's just decimated by injuries. So I think that Lamar and company are just going to run over Philly. I think last week was a bit of an apparition. They had this receiver come out. I forget his name, but that was Carson Wentz's favorite target. Pittsburgh still beat them. So I don't see Baltimore losing to Philly.
No.
Too many
Exactly.
injuries on Philly's
You
side.
Baltimore
just
should have that.
adjust the spread.
Easy
Adjust
win.
the spread to -12, -13. Easy win. The next game is Atlanta, Minnesota. I've taken Atlanta so many times this year. I'm not falling for a sucker's trap again. Atlanta's coming in at 0-5, and Minnesota is 1-4.
Here's the thing, though. Again, a new coach for Atlanta.
Yeah, he can sit down with the rest of the team. Personally, I like Minnesota.
Take Minnesota.
I'm liking Minnesota as
Oh,
well
and-
here. I'm not going to bet on the game because I'm leery of the new players playing for the new coach. Or I also think that maybe Atlanta is tanking for the number 1 draft pick to get the boy from Clemson.
I don't. Yeah,
You never know.
I heard about that, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
You never know.
I don't.
You
think
never
that's
know.
what's
The
happening.
Mavericks did it in the NBA.
Yeah.
They even got caught. And at the end of the day, he said, well, is it actually cheating?
All right, so the next game, Cleveland at Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh. Spread is -3 approximately. You can take it to -5.
It's Cleveland. They're 4. They lost one game against Baltimore.
They're both
They won
both
4 in
teams.
a row.
Both teams are 4-1.
Right. But Pittsburgh is like the number 1.
Rothenbergler.
Yeah, they're like in the top 5 in the BR Bleacher Report power rankings. Cleveland, I think, is around 9 and 10. They're just too inconsistent, and the game's in
It's-
Pittsburgh, right?
It is.
Yeah, so you're not going into Pittsburgh division game. It's only 3.5 points for Pittsburgh, maybe
Yeah.
4. I think
They're gonna
it'll
win.
get up to 6.
They're gonna win by over a touchdown. It's a great game to adjust the spread. I like it a lot. Okay, so
No, Christy says that Pittsburgh's overrated. I don't think so. We'll see.
compared to who?
The defense has had some problems.
You're
last-
saying
last
Pittsburgh's
week, but
overrated to Cleveland?
That's
It's going to be a good
statement.
game regardless. So
That's a statement.
The big statement. Let's see what happens. The next game, let's see what you think about this one. Cincinnati to Indianapolis. All day, Indy. Let's go.
-8 is a big number.
It's a big number, but you can take the spread to double digits 10.
Wow.
10 will be a void, most, if anything, touchdown, field goal, void, but it will be a good payout. That'll be about 2.5 if you adjust it to 10.
Not one of our key games.
Not a key game. The only key game we've mentioned so far was Baltimore. But yeah, so
Definitely
this
take
game,
Baltimore.
Cincy and Cincinnati and Indianapolis, the record is 1-3 for Cincinnati and 3-2 for Indianapolis. So I like Indy a lot. I like
Indy
the
beat my
spread.
Bears, and there is actually a COVID alert on Indy. They had a
Exactly.
little scare. They were about to shut down the practice facility, but it was 4 false positives. So that game is still going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely 4 consecutive false positives there.
Yeah. And Atlanta had I think Atlanta shut down their facility. New England's had another positive test, but the show must go on.
It's going on.
I'm just saying, all these fake positives, at a certain point, it just like, how much money is being pushed in to keep that game going?
They're using the fast tests too, right? They're not using, and they're tend to be very unreliable. They have to use the test where they actually, it's a PCR test where they take that huge Q-tip and right up the nose, right?
Could go other places.
Haven't
that
had
are
one
much
yet.
worse.
I got a feeling we're gonna.
All right, the next game I actually like a lot. Detroit at Jacksonville. I know you guys are going to say, what? It's a good game to make some money on. I like Detroit. I'm sorry, can't even talk here. The numbers coming in are 1-3 for Detroit and 1-4 for Jacksonville. That being said,
I can't take Detroit on the road. Sorry, it's against my religion.
if you had to make a pick here, you take Jacksonville.
What? At home? Sure, against Detroit for the first 3 quarters.
Sorry.
Fun fact.
See, I think this will be a fun game to bet live on.
Fun fact: the
Detroit's
Detroit
game.
quarterback, whatever his name is, he's got the second most fourth quarter comebacks in
Stafford.
the last 15 years. Stafford, yeah, only behind Aaron Rodgers. So
Yeah, Stafford's just. I like him a lot. I think it's a great game.
it's Detroit again, another cursed team.
I think Detroit will beat Jacksonville by about 7 to 10 points. The spread right now is -3 for Detroit.
What happened to Gardner Minshew? What about the mustache love? No more mustache love.
No more mustache
After
love.
the beard beat the mustache.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough.
His-
Not
his-
one of
his
our
stock-
key games either. So
His
No.
stock has unfortunately fallen.
So the next game, Chicago at Carolina. This is going to be a rough game.
Well, Carolina's favored, so it is in Carolina.
Michael
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm going to go
Chris-
with Carolina because every
Chrissy,
time I
that's what
bet
I'm talking
against them,
about.
I don't
Yeah.
care if I lose $5 and the Bears win. I can't lose.
Yeah.
I can't. So let's go with Carolina. It's not one of our key games again.
Not a key game. I'm skipping this game. I'm going to be boxing this game on a pool. I'm not touching the game at all.
C2 was talking about betting at the halfway point and coming out ahead.
Yeah.
See, you might even want to hold off a little bit on these games for some of them. Like I said, I think Detroit might be an actual fun game.
Well,
to play
they're a
on
big
halfway.
comeback team, right?
Exactly.
So, especially if they're down and you bet on them at the half to
To
cover,
come back,
they're
good to
and
go.
As Chris has said, he's made some solid money. Every game he's bet on the half, so
Hey, good for you, by the way, on your wins.
All right, so the next game, Washington at the Giants. Washington's coming in 1-4, and the Giants are 0-5. I like Washington.
it's not one of our key games, but I like it for a tie. It's just going to be I don't know, it's a division game, and whatever team wins this game can make the playoffs. That's the crazy thing. Because that division, the NFC East, is going to be losing record is going to make the playoffs. The Giants have to
Can
win
you
sometime.
realistically think about that? A losing record.
It's happened before, yes. Because that's the way they're set up, right? And
You should just kick them out.
yeah,
You go sit with the Jets.
like Chris says, the Giants have to win sometime, maybe in 2022.
All right, so the next game you've got
Barkley will finally be healthy.
Denver at New England. This is going to be a good game. Denver's coming in 1-3, and the Patriots are 2-2. I like the Patriots all day.
Cam's going to be back.
The spread
I
is
think
minus 10 for New England. They will cover that. You can adjust it to minus 14. Have some fun with this game. Denver might not score at all.
I'll even agree and say minus 14 is good. And I have New England's defense in fantasy, so go Patriots. No Brady.
Yeah, it's hard to root without Brady.
Well, he can't count, so it doesn't matter.
Hold on. Who are you talking about for quarterback there? Sam Arnold or Joe Flacco?
I think he's talking about Flacco.
Leave the Jets.
He's a
out.
Baltimore fan.
I'm sorry, Matt. I know.
Elite.
We pick on the Jets, but yeah, have you seen them? It's unfortunate. Like, I mean, it reminds me of the episode of The Simpsons where Homer gets the Buffalo Bills.
That's the next game. Jets and Miami. Yeah, but Jets and Miami. This is a good game. I like this game a lot.
I like the Dolphins.
I like Dolphins.
You can adjust that spread. You can make it 11, 12, 13. I like Dolphins by 13 here. Fitzmagic, he's going to come out, and he's going to make some magic against that green machine. Division game on the road. Who cares? Spend your money. All of it. All of it.
Enough
Spin
said.
win,
That
guys.
sounded freaking great. I've been waiting all day for that. That
And it's
sounded
not
amazing.
even one of our key games.
No,
But New England was,
New
yes.
England was, but Miami not so much. The next game's Green Bay at Tampa Bay. This is gonna be a fun game to watch. I'm gonna be playing it both ways, but on a pool ticket, this game will be boxed.
Are you going to be on the phone with Brady?
I'm
Letting
gonna,
him know what down it is?
yeah, we'll
How
be.
ridiculous.
That was
We'll be-
funny.
How ridiculous. Like, that's a rookie mistake.
You know what they say, though? The mind's the first thing to go. He is getting up there in age, right? All
Yeah.
you need is CBoom and Brady.
So you need
Honestly, though, I think he's still a good quarterback. He can throw the ball. He places it perfect. Yeah, he messed up on counting, but it's not his job to count. He throw ball good.
He didn't throw the ball good there.
All right,
Definitely.
so let's move on to the next one. The next game's a key game. We've got the Rams at San Fran. Sorry, Uncle Jerry, but this is going to be
Rams.
Yeah, Jimmy G did not look good last.
Coming
Oh.
in. The Rams are 4-1, and San Fran is 2-3.
Take. The
I got to go
Rams.
with the Rams. It depends on San Francisco's offense, but they have no defense. And the Rams, they look pretty solid this year. They're more consistent than last year, that's for sure. It is a division game. It's a bit of a toss-up.
No,
But we do like the Rams.
This is
I
a
like
great
the
game.
Rams.
This is a key game. Take the Rams in this game. The next two games are actually also key games.
And it's only -3. So,
Not bad at
Definitely
all.
because
take that.
in San Fran, so they're saying the Rams in San Fran are even. I have to disagree with that.
No, I take the Rams.
Yeah.
The next game is Kansas City at Buffalo. This is a great game. Kansas City's coming in -4. You can adjust the spread to -5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, 10, 11, 12.
It's going to be good. I like a 2-win touchdown in this easily.
It's gonna be a big one. I see a blowout here. I can't believe. What are they, -4?
4.
They're -4,
Come
but
on,
I
are you
could see
kidding me?
-10.
They're both coming in 4-1. It's going to be a good game. It's a key game, so make sure you take the opportunity on this. And then the last game is Arizona at Dallas.
That's gonna be good. Dallas.
Has no defense.
How about that injury?
Yeah, horrible.
Okay,
Compound fracture of the ankle.
I heard bone was sticking out. I didn't actually see it firsthand.
I don't know.
And all the pictures online, they're censoring it because apparently it was pretty gruesome. So that being said, I don't like Dallas.
I like Arizona all day in that. It's going to be a close game. It's almost a pick 'em. I know a couple people that like Dallas in it, but
Who?
yeah,
Who?
it's
I mean, I feel bad for the Cowboys. The offense was awesome. The defense, they have a lot of injuries. They could have put like a great team, but now they have the Crimson Tide. Andy Dalton from the Cincinnati Bengals, who has an opportunity here, but he's never passed for. He's passed for over 4,000 yards once, over 30 touchdowns once, and I mean he's got 3 great receivers. He's got a great running back. They got some problems with injuries on the offensive line. We got to go with Arizona. That's one of our key games.
yeah. So those are the NFL games. Let's do a quick review of the 5 key games. We've got Baltimore over Philly, New England over Denver, the Rams over San Fran, KC over Buffalo, and Arizona. So yeah, that being said, those are the key 5 games. There's lots of opportunity there. Take them. Personally, I'm going to be adjusting those spreads. I'm going to take them in my favor. I'm going to take them for more opportunity. And I'm also going to add in a couple other games, going to add in some UFC. Once again, shout out to our special sponsors. Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium brings that flavor to your table. Absolutely delicious. Put it on everything. Got Kianna's Bake Shop. Puts that yum yum in your tum tum. The best cookies around. I'm excited for a cake coming soon. Extreme G Gaming, located inside Gamerama at Yonge and Eglinton. Go there for all your gaming needs, whether it's new, retro, the PS5 and Xbox are coming out, so make sure you check those out.
Everybody watching, listening on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, definitely thank you everybody for listening on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. I know there's lots of listeners in the US. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody listening, following, commenting on Twitch. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Tell all your friends and family. And best of luck to everybody. Stay safe during this horrible time of the coronavirus. Don't forget to wash your hands.
Yeah.
Go vote.
Thank you for tuning in. Take care.
See you guys next week. Good luck.
Enough to forget I'm here. I need some food for my thoughts and I need some wealth. I need to find my way back. I need myself. I need a good day. I need a better year. I need a blunt big enough to forget I'm here. I need some food for my thoughts and I need some wealth. I need to find my way back. I need myself.